That's good.
Good evening, it's 30, so I will call to order the general meeting of the Board of Trustees for Sandwich Public Library District. Today is Tuesday, May 12th, 2026 at 6:30 p.m. I'll begin with roll call. Jen,
Here.
Heather,
Here.
Jane,
Here.
Nancy,
Here.
Julie,
Here.
Amy,
Here.
Matthew, I'm here, and Bart, our director, is here. All right, any additions, deletions, or changes to the agenda?
We're going to delete the upcoming policy meeting at the bottom of the agenda.
Okay, thank you very much. There, I see it. Okay, very good. Anything else? All right, that'll move us to public comment. We'll begin with Scott. Jen will keep time for us. You'll have 3 minutes. She'll notify you when you can begin.
Hope I don't take 3 minutes.
Go ahead, Scott.
In past years, there's had this road trip. Sandwich was one of them. This year they weren't. I picked one up at Plano Library. And I didn't get to very many. I only got to 4 libraries. So the sack came from Plano. Sugar Grove was on a higher plane, I get it. There's a wing missing from that. That goes with that. This was Morris. I think they made their mark. As a word bookmark, it works. Yorkville measured up with it. Pretty big.
That's at Yorkville now?
Huh?
That's at Yorkville now?
No, this was well, you might be yeah, I don't because this thing ran from March 28th to April 30th. And if I turned something in, well, I got it from the Plano Library, but I think that's right, we did. And then you can presumably win a great prize. Here's the other wing for the Sugar Grove. Wabansi. Right to that one off, I guess. And I think that's it. That's the end of my comments.
Thank you, Scott.
Unless you want somebody wants the airplane. Or we can have the Yorkville measurement.
No, I'm okay. I don't want, I love those things, but I don't want to take measures.
All right,
And
thank you,
probably have
Scott.
another one similar to it, but
I have a lot of tape measures.
Very good. We'll move to our consent agenda. Would I have a motion to approve consent agenda, which tonight includes the treasurer's report and bills, library account listing, minutes, approval for general meeting of the Library Board of Trustees, March 10, 2026, executive session minutes from March 10, 2026, policy committee meeting, April 28, 2026, general meeting of the Library Board of Trustees, April 14, 2026, and Personnel Committee meeting May 7, 2026. Also, the department reports for May 2026, Adult Services, Youth Services, Marketing and Outreach, and the statistics for May 2026.
I'll move.
Thank you, Jane. We'll take any discussion. Anything you want removed?
The things in question from last week or last month has been fixed.
Yeah, solid. All right, hearing none more comment. Doing great. We'll have roll call vote. Jen?
Aye.
Heather?
Aye.
Jane?
Aye.
Nancy?
Aye.
Julie?
Aye.
Amy?
Aye.
Matthew, I say aye. Very good. That'll take us to old business. We had tasked Jane with deleting executive session recordings that were past the date. And so were you able to accomplish that?
I am happy to report that we are all up to date. And according to the statistics that I have, I believe our next possible, conversation will be in July when we will review our executive session minutes from this year to determine if we need to approve them or release them to the public And we'll do that on a semi-annual basis from now on. And we will go according to the schedule. And I believe our next deletions are gonna be in August, but we'll, once we get to those, I'll let you know.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that. All right, that'll take us to our director's report. So Barbara's gonna share with us.
Yeah, everybody knows, most people, but I submitted my letter of resignation. So, I know. My last day will be Friday and I'll be moving on, but I did offer to stay on part-time for as long as the library needs me to help with transition stuff. So if that's something that's decided tonight, I'm happy to do it. I did create a succession document that I sent via email to everybody right before the board meeting, so we can use that to discuss things later. I included information on who I think would be the best choices to manage certain topics and certain tasks that are daily or weekly or monthly operational. And apart from that, I have been working on the budget, and the budget has been balanced, and I sent that as a document yesterday to everybody. So I can go a little bit more in depth on that later.
All right, thank you, Barb. We have already said, but we appreciate you and your time here with us, and we will miss you, but we're happy for you. I believe it would be appropriate for us to have a motion to accept Barb's resignation. Would there be anyone who wants to make that motion?
I would regretfully accept Barb's resignation.
Okay, we'll take that as a motion. Any discussion at this point? Anything you want to say to Barb in this moment?
You will be missed.
Mhm,
You've done a fabulous job.
mhm. Absolutely. All right, hearing none, we'll take a roll call vote. Jane?
Aye.
I'm sorry, I was looking at Jen, but I said Jane. Okay, Jane, you said aye, that's good. You know who you are. Jen?
Aye.
Heather?
Aye.
Nancy?
With great reluctance, I.
Julie?
Aye.
Amy?
Aye.
Matthew? I say aye. All right. That'll take us to our new business. We have several action items in front of us. The first is to approve electric and budget cost estimates for fiscal year 26-27 from Sean
Jazzy.
Ajazi. Thank you.
Yes.
Would we have a motion for that to make that approval? Thank you, Jen. Barb, would you like to talk us through that?
Yeah, Sean Ajazi is a representative who works with Progressive, who has been our liaison to help determine electric and gas costs for the upcoming fiscal years for the last few years. Last year was the huge jump of a 20% increase in electric costs that we were able to budget for, and he was pretty much on the nose with that, according to last year's numbers. And this year, it's about a 5% increase for electric, and gas is roughly around the same. So based off of these numbers is how I budgeted for next year.
Great. Thank you. Do you have any questions or is there any discussion?
Barb, how does the solar contract, does it still play into this? Is
Yeah.
that still operating?
It still stays the same.
And you still feel that that is a, we have the separate invoices that come in for that, and do you still feel that that is working in our favor?
I think it severely overcomplicates the process, but I think ultimately in terms of cost savings, I would say yes.
Anyone else have any other question or discussion? Do we need to have an amount in this motion?
No, I think just accept as presented.
Okay, very good. All right, since this is money, we'll again take a roll call vote. Jen,
Aye.
Heather,
Aye.
Jane,
Aye.
Nancy,
Aye.
Julie,
Aye.
Amy,
Aye.
Matthew, I say aye. All right, that passes. Next, we'll look at another action item. Would there be a motion to approve the CMJ quote for 1 year firewall renewal in fiscal year 20, excuse me, 26 to 27 for $1,490?
I'll move.
Thank you, Jen. Barb, anything you want to talk us through on that? I believe you already have told us a little about it, but you want to refresh our memory?
Yeah, firewall is a security feature that is absolutely necessary and required in order to maintain a safe and secure Wi-Fi and internet use. So this is a non-negotiable, really part of the contract. They do have 3-year options where it would be the same price for 3 years in a row, but I don't feel like the difference in savings really is that much worth it right now. So this is what me and CMJ both decided was gonna be the best move to present to the board.
Great. Anyone have any questions?
For clarity, this would not be paid until we're in fiscal year 2026, 2027, but we do have the quote available and that price will not change. Originally I had on here also a computer quote for computer replacements for staff computers, which was the rotating plan. This past year we did public computers, and then next year is going to be staff computers, and it is quite necessary because the laptops are on their last legs. However, I didn't put that on here because they told me that the computer business world is volatile right now and prices and quotes change regularly. So the quote he gave me for now could change by the time July 1 comes around. So we are on their docket. They will provide a quote. They know that we wouldn't be able to move forward with anything till we're in July 1. So they'll be getting back to us with that, and then that process can move pretty quickly. They did quote me $26,000 to replace 11 computers. Last year it was $22,000, and he said by the time we hit July, it might go up to 30. So I don't know how much it's going to be. I budgeted about 27, and then if it ends up being more than that, we could look into tech grants to help cover the offset cost or use per capita funds towards whatever is extra there.
Very good. Any more discussion about the motion to approve the firewall renewal? Hearing none, I'll take roll call. Jen,
Aye.
Heather,
Aye.
Jane,
Aye.
Nancy,
Aye.
Julie,
Aye.
Amy,
Aye.
Matthew, I say aye. Our next action item, would anyone want to make a motion to approve CMJ quote for email security in fiscal year 26 to 27 for $610?
I'll move.
Thank you, Jen. Okay, Barb, this is a new feature that you're recommending. Could you remind us what it is and tell us a little about it?
Yes. So this is a new thing that CMJ is offering, and it is strictly for email security, which is past the general firewall protections that you would get for internet browsing. We have seen a huge uptick in phishing and spam and people trying to take identities and sending emails that are getting really convincing. It's not just us, it's becoming a kind of a national issue. And there is this new program, the name is Iron Claw, and CMJ would install it on all of our servers, and they would offer training for staff specifically so that they can learn how to anticipate and kind of figure out what a phishing attempt or a scam email could look like and different things that they can do to protect themselves. I have had this happen to me where they've used my name to try to talk to staff members and they've been like, did you send this? No, sure didn't. So this would help enhance the security measures to prevent that from happening, on top of providing efficient, up-to-date current training on actively reducing those issues.
Great. Any questions or discussion?
Barb, on the quote, I noticed there's the late, I'm not complaining, but they have the labor 500 and then the discount. Great. But what's that all about?
Which part?
So is this something that they'll install every year? Is this just a first time discount, or in the future, would we anticipate a charge for the?
My understanding is this is a one and done.
Oh, okay.
Unless they update the software as that goes, and then they might integrate that cost into our monthly cost as we, but since this is such a brand new program, there's no way to really know if it's going to, how it's going to progress in the future. But they do give the discounts because of I believe it's like the loyalty, and they do library specific discounts, and that's across the board on almost all of their quotes. Our monthly is the same. So it's a nice little perk. I hope that answers your question.
Sure does.
And I noticed at the bottom it said billed monthly. That just, that's not, because I read that and I thought, oh, it's $610 per month, but
No.
it's not. Okay.
No,
All right.
it would just be it would be broken down by month and included on our monthly invoice.
Okay, I got you. Any other questions or discussion? All right, we'll take roll call again. Jen,
Aye.
Heather,
Aye.
Jane,
Aye.
Nancy,
Aye.
Julie,
Aye.
Amy,
Aye.
and Matthew. I say aye. All right, next up, Barb's gonna share with us the fiscal year 26 to 27 working budget draft.
Yes. Did everybody get a chance to look at this? It's okay if you didn't. So I will just go over some of the features that I thought is most important to tell, and how I've adjusted this a little bit to compensate the growing costs of everything. So I added a new column of percent difference, which shows between previous fiscal year and this fiscal year what these categories increase in cost is. And I thought that that's just kind of visually helpful to see what areas are significantly growing very quickly that might outpace us a little bit. So as you can see, the technology maintenance budget went up 21%, and that's mostly due to the rising costs of the PC replacements. And we had multi-year deals for some of the other necessary tech maintenance things like deep freeze, antivirus, and the firewall. Those things had been multi-year contracts, and they have come up this year. So the 21% is a little misleading. That is the truth for this year. Cost for CMJ monthly maintenance also went up a little bit, which skews that price, but this should not consistently be a 21% increase moving forward in the future. This is a heavy tech upgrade year. Apart from that, I have adjusted payroll a little bit, and I did a bunch of different scenarios. I did 3 scenarios, and those are indicative of the agreement that was made for the hiring of senior staff members to increase their hours in a staggered capacity each year to eventually bring them up to full time. The last 2 years in a row, we were able to do 4 years apiece. And then I believe it was last year, they were bumped into IMRF. So that means that's an added extra cost that will go up each year. So because of that and the dramatic, painful increases of everything else, this year, in order to balance this budget comfortably, I had to knock that down to 3. So it'll have to be only a 3-hour increase for each of them, which I'm still very happy with. I still consider as successful. 1 hour is way better than not being able to provide any to them. And this is also with a distinct decrease in director salary, because I would anticipate, and this would be a board decision only, but I'm anticipating that whomever is brought in next the salary would be a little bit different, probably start a little bit lower depending on qualifications and experience levels. And so I adjusted this budget to demonstrate that change. Under the payroll tabs, you'll see the scenarios on the bottom. It's the tab that's called PR. that has the three different scenarios that I played with, which the first one would be a 3% general increase, which matches COLA, plus a 1% merit for employees who would be eligible to receive that, plus no added hours for the senior staff. So that's what that would look like. And that is mostly for comparative value. I don't, we are adding the extra hours. I just wanted everybody to be able to see what that would be. Scenario 2 would be the same 3% general and 1% merit plus 4 added hours, which was the original goal. But that increased our payroll a little bit too heftily. And with the rising cost of tech and the rising costs of utilities, I couldn't budget that down to make it work. And I didn't want to have to cut programming costs or materials costs, because those are the only kind of fluid line items that we have eligible to cut. And we don't ever want to do that. So scenario 3 covered the 3% general increase plus 1% merit and 3 added hours for those 3 senior staff members. And with that, I was able to balance the budget effectively.
So Barb, I have a question on that. If I look at the very top scenario, where it's just the 3% increase, 1% merit, and no added hours at all, there's a net difference of 69.70 and 30 cents.
Yeah.
But the bottom scenario, which is the 3% general, 1% merit, and hours added, is 4,582.
I already see it. It's the number skewed because the total staff wages for 26-27 pause. I confused myself. You're comparing scenario 1 to scenario 3. Okay. And scenario 1 is
scenario 3 adjusts for the director salary.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yay. Figured that out. Yeah.
And then I noticed also, can I ask questions?
Yeah, oh, yeah, this
Um,
is just discussions.
I like your percent difference column that you added, that's helpful. I see that the IMRF dropped by 11%. And there's something else. And just the overall corporate expense category dropped 22%.
The IMRF dropped because of the director salary going
Okay.
down.
Okay,
And what was the second one? The
just in the miscellaneous corporate expense category. So line 125 or 125.
oh yes, I see. Oh, that's because last year we had budgeted the special projects for the microfilm.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yep, so that had the extra 15,000 in it.
Thanks.
I'm gonna ask a question that I may regret, but my question is, I'm looking again on payroll. Can you tell me, is there a place where I can see without the difference of adjusting the director's salary? Just the cost difference, what we're talking between scenario 1, scenario 2, and scenario 3?
You mean for me just to put what the director's salary was currently?
I guess I'm just wondering what's the difference for senior staff to have 4% and no added hours, and then what's the actual cost for 3 hours or 4 hours with the raise? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Is that on here and I just don't know how to read it? Because it's possible.
With the senior staff raise and
added hours.
added hours,
Yeah.
That's scenario 3 and 2.
but I think what he's saying is scenario 1 has the current director salary, and scenarios 2 and 3 are adjusted. So Matthew, if you change in scenario 1, if you make that one
Oh, 62.
62.
Oh, I can't.
Here, I
do
can
that.
do
I
it.
can't do that on here, but
Or if you,
so then that would show the actual.
Yeah, that would be, we would
About
gain
eight.
about $2,700.
So I'm asking, I guess what I'm asking, maybe you just told me, what is the actual cost of the hours with the raises?
So,
go ahead.
you go.
Well, I was gonna say, because we're talking about having a review, a more detailed
Yeah.
review of this.
Okay, well then that's fine.
Which, because I don't, you said a $2,700 difference
If I plug in a 62,000 salary for the director
on the first.
on the first scenario, the difference would be a negative 1% difference in net. So we would gain,
Where are you looking at?
In the difference line down at the bottom of the scenario, right now it's 6,970,
What row?
31. Column E.
Yeah, yeah. Are you getting $148?
getting $2,765.
Well, but mine is 6,970.
Mine too.
Mine's a different number. I think the links, because there are links somewhere that. If it's not
Oh, okay.
updating on,
Well, let's if we're gonna have finance committee, let's just talk about it in finance committee,
well, but
or no?
yes, that's fine.
Yeah.
She leaves Friday.
I can
So,
still come.
yeah.
I'll still come and I
Yeah.
can still help.
Yeah.
Cause I think when we're changing numbers, I don't know that we're seeing the same thing that you're seeing.
Are we wanting to approve this? We're not.
No, we're not.
It's not an
It's a
action.
draft.
Okay, so we can't approve it anyway, so.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm, mhm.
This doesn't get approved, so,
Till we be an A.
that,
Sure.
the month
Before.
before. The working budget gets approved, next month, and then B&A
Okay.
gets approved in August.
So my question is the, I'm trying to wrap my head around a 3% increase plus a 1% merit.
Hmm.
Is that, I'm wondering, when I think of merit, I think of individually looking at people individually. So putting together a scenario that automatically gives merit, I don't know, I'm trying to wrap my head around that terminology.
The reason behind that is because if every single person we decided deserved the merit, got the 1%, we need to have the budget
Yeah.
to be able to pay that.
Yeah.
So I'm budgeting for more. So some people might not get the merit and then we would save cost, but I have to be able to budget
Oh,
that everybody.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand now. I was just trying to say, well, what is that all about?
Yeah.
It was a helpful question.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep, yep,
Yeah,
yep.
that's clear for me too.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Any other questions right now for Barb here about payroll or just in general on the working budget?
Just, while I'm thinking of it, and don't forget, in whatever finance discussion we have. Does the 4 versus 3 additional hours for senior staff impact IMRF values?
Yeah, it does.
Is that
'Cause
reflected here?
it is,
Perfect.
yes.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Anyone else? Great questions. Thank you, Barb. When I opened it up and I saw balanced budget, I went, beautiful thing. So thank you for that. And we'll keep working on that as well. Okay, I'm gonna move us to committee reports. Anything from building and grounds?
Nope.
Anything from finance?
Just planning a meeting.
Okay.
Okay.
Anything from personnel?
None.
Okay, anything from policy?
I think we have action items.
Yeah, so would you want to make a motion to expire the disaster plan?
I will.
All right, thank you, Heather. discussion and questions. You want to tell us anything about that?
It is very, very old, and now we have the emergency disaster handbook.
Great. Any questions for Heather or the policy committee?
Some of the employees listed on that sheet are now passed on.
Okay,
Time to go.
time to go. All right, hearing no more discussion, because it's policy, we'll again take roll call. Jen,
Aye.
Heather,
Aye.
Jane,
Aye.
Nancy,
Aye.
Julie,
Aye.
Amy,
Aye.
Matthew, I say aye. Would you want then to make a motion to approve the revised FOIA policy?
I will, yeah.
Thank you, Heather. Anything you want to tell us about that, or are there any questions?
Nothing has changed except for we've added number 9.
We've added what?
Number 9,
In
and Barb can explain why.
Oh, okay. Oh, let me open it up.
But so we have the packet available to the
Yes.
Yeah, it's just.
wandering
a
patron.
statement about where it's at.
Correct. Yep, because there had been a case last year about there were what's the term for them? The people who are coming in just to make sure that the libraries were following all the rules, and if they weren't, they were getting them in trouble. So one of the things that they were doing was going into libraries to make sure they were following that the library is supposed to have a publicly posted, physically printed packet of the FOIA process and information. And we had that up, but it wasn't reflected in our FOIA policies. So this was that addition.
Very nice.
Do we have the motion that we can discuss?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So my copy shows highlighted
Mhm.
words. Is that just what has changed?
It's what I added.
What, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So the number 9. Well, actually 8 and 9. Let me take number 8 first. And if you wish your electronic mail addressed to your request.
That doesn't make sense, does it?
It does.
Your well, eliminate the to your request,
Okay,
and the rest makes sense.
okay.
Okay, so Jen, would you make a motion to amend?
Can I ask another question? Would I be able to do 2 amendments potentially?
Yeah, you can do 2 at once, yep.
Okay, and then number 9, FOIA information is provided in-house via a printed packet available next to the public community board.
In-house.
In-house, I thought so.
Yep.
Okay, so now can I make an amendment, please?
You're gonna, make a motion to
I move to amend the FOIA policy
amendment.
amendment.
Is there amendment? Yeah, keep going.
Okay, number 8, eliminate to your request. And number 9, to edit in-house to in-house.
Any discussion on those amendments proposed?
I think we add a period at the end of community board.
Yes.
Okay. Now, any questions on those 3 amendments? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Okay, we have it before us now as amended, so Heather's motion still stands before us. So now we're looking at approving this as amended. Any further discussion? Okay, because this policy will take roll call. Jen,
Aye.
Heather,
Aye.
Jane,
Aye.
Nancy,
Aye.
Julie,
Aye.
Amy,
Aye.
and Matthew, I say aye. Thank you very much. All right, coming up, we will have a policy committee meeting on Tuesday.
Deleted that.
Oh, we canceled. We do not have that policy meeting. Thank you for keeping me on the straight and narrow. Coming up, our next general meeting of the Library Board of Trustees will be Tuesday, June 9th at 6:30 p.m. Would I now have a motion to move into executive session 5 ILCS 120/2C1? The appointment, compensation, discipline, performance, or dismissal of specific employees of the public body, or legal counsel for the public body, or against legal counsel for the public body to determine its validity.
I'll move.
Thank you, Heather. We have a motion. Any discussion about that? Okay, hearing none, we will take roll call vote. Jen,
Aye.
Heather,
Aye.
Jane,
Aye.
Nancy,
Aye.
Julie,
Aye.
Amy,
Aye.
and Matthew, I say aye. So we will move into executive session here at 7:04 PM. So we have just come out 2 minutes ago from executive session, and it is 8:40 PM on Tuesday, the 12th of May, 2026. And so just a few things. First, I would entertain a motion to invite Barb to serve as interim director for the library. Is there anyone who would make a motion to invite Barb into that role?
I would like to move to, ask Barb to become our interim director.
Thank you.
And what?
That, period. As way of discussion before we vote on that, Barb, we've talked through parameters, pay, hours, all of that, and I'll debrief all of that with you, and then you can accept or decline. But we do want to have a roll call vote. Jen,
Aye.
Heather,
What are we roll call voting on?
to offer Barb the
Just
role of.
offer?
Mhm.
We have to vote on that?
Yeah, we're gonna.
Aye.
Jane.
Aye.
Nancy.
Aye.
Julie.
Aye.
Amy. And Matthew, I say aye. So Barb, I'll talk through all of that with you.
But we would have to discuss. Cause there's money.
Yeah,
I think we'd have to specify that, the conditions, motion and vote.
Oh, okay. I've never handled this before, so I'm
Okay.
learning.
Yeah.
So
I
what,
think the
what,
condition, I think we should include the conditions.
Everything.
Yeah,
okay, I didn't realize all that was public. When we,
well, her salary, I mean, when we do
It will
her
be.
salary and
okay.
benefits and all that.
Wonderful,
then it's-
okay.
Yeah.
Well, then I will, I'll. I'll entertain a motion to rescind what we just did. Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, so I would entertain a motion to offer Barb the job, there we go, of interim director. And I have notes all over, so just give me a moment, I'm gonna talk through all of this. I need to scroll down. For a duration of no more than 6 months, not to exceed 8 hours per week at the rate of $35 per hour. Duties would include anything from the director job description that we might need to ask you to assist with. And there would be an expectation of reporting on duties accomplished and time spent. Anything I've missed? Does that sound like what we want to have in this motion?
All the detail, I don't think we need the details of the conversations. Like,
Okay, so
Delegating all
Jen,
that.
would you like to make a motion to ask Barb to serve as interim director for no more than 6 months, no more than 8 hours a week?
for $35 an hour. And your realm of responsibilities could be anything on that list,
Mhm,
on the job description.
mhm. Jen has made a motion.
I-
It is 8:44 PM, folks. Okay, so any discussion?
well, we need to see if Barb likes the idea.
I love the idea.
Okay, very good.
That's good discussion.
Okay, roll call vote, Jen?
Aye.
Heather?
Aye.
Jane?
Aye.
Nancy?
Aye.
Julie?
Aye.
Amy?
Aye.
Matthew, I say aye. Okay. Wonderful.
Yay.
Two other things. One, the board would like to request that staff members take on some additional tasks, very much in line with what you've shared with us. And so I will I'm gonna talk through all of that. That doesn't need to be voted on. None of that. Okay, so I'm gonna talk through that with you, not in board meeting. But you'll then have a conversation with them and get their consent to take on additional tasks and talk about how they'll be thanked for that. Additionally, we would like to announce that we have scheduled a special board meeting, May 19th, 3:30 PM, May 19th, 2026, 3:30 PM. And so that agenda will be set and that'll all be published within 48 hours. So we'll be working on that before then.
That won't be something you would need to attend, Barb. That's,
Okay,
no, that would be for director search.
okay,
Yeah,
and I can set up the agenda and stuff for
yeah,
you.
yeah, we'll work on that and.
Sure.
Yep, that'd be great.
Very good.
Can we make it?
Now can we adjourn?
I hear Nancy making a motion to adjourn. All those in favor say aye. We're adjourning at 8:46. Thank you. You got there. Okay. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign, and we are adjourned. Did this
We
get?
just
Yeah.
got so used to those 1 hour meetings that we thought that
But you
that
know
was
what?
the norm, but get ready.